nationwide to help you along the way. And within the last 8 years, we've placed over 1,000 personnel and connected them to awesome and lucrative careers. Our big focus is on cybersecurity and IT focus, but that isn't the only thing that we place people in. So whatever you want to do, once you put that down on our talent network, we'll get a good site picture and be able to help you out with that. All right, SkillBridge overview. So let's talk a little bit about what SkillBridge program is. It's an opportunity for you to leave service up to 180 days prior to your estimated time of separation. All right, you're now, once you're doing SkillBridge, a full-time intern, gaining experience in a career field that you may see yourself in or you chose to work for. All right, you're pivoting. All right, do not have to report to your military unit. You're not reporting to your unit, right? You're doing your SkillBridge process. But what I would say is you should probably keep in touch with your previous supervisor just to give them a heads on how's it going and what's going on, right? You still receive your military pay, right? Because you're an internship, you haven't separated service yet. So you still get your benefits, BAH and things of that nature. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can still intern and be comfortable. And the ultimate goal is once you finish working with that company, you've gained that experience, you can convert that over to a W-2 employment with that company or with another, but you've gained that experience. All right, so our goal for you, what we're going to do, right? We're going to promote you to multiple hiring companies, right? So that they can get a good site picture and you can be able to pivot to a lucrative career, an internship. And also we help veterans along the way too, not just transitioning service members, skill bridgers. We do this too for veterans. We keep an eye in air for career opportunities for you. You maintain full control over whether you accept or not accept. So here's a snapshot of what we'll do, right? So we're gonna create a 7-second video intro for you. We're gonna put your career highlights along with your resume, your available dates for SkillBridge, start and end, and what that company will be saving with you as an intern, because at the end of the day, Uncle Sam is still paying the bill for you, right? So that company gets to save money. And this is not free to look at on the internet. This is specifically, it'll be password protected for companies to view that do want to be potential hires for you. So that's a snapshot of how we promote you. Why you should consider SkillBridge, right? What I would say is, why not you, right? Why not you? Get an opportunity to gain that work experience before you separate the military. Key points: valuable civilian work experience. You leverage that to W-2 employee position once you finish that SkillBridge and you've gained that experience. It's easy transition to your post-military career. You're focused on learning, not military obligations. You don't have to worry about a PT test and things of that nature, right? You're just focused on what you're doing with that company to gain that experience. And at the end of the day, there's no obligation to accept that offer, right? You could pivot off and say, hey, I appreciate the opportunity, but you see yourself in a different position, right? No obligations. Also, key points on why you should consider SkillBridge. Via data, there's 90+% success rate to convert you into a W-2 position. Why wouldn't a company do that if they had the opportunity to see your work ethic, your experience, and what you bring to the table for 180 days? Only consider SkillBridge opportunities in line with the salary, location, and industry goals of what you're trying to aim for, right? And you get to test drive a potential future employee without any type of risk. Again, you do not have to accept that offer at the end of the day. Why companies love SkillBridge interns. So let's go over this piece, right? Companies love SkillBridge interns partially because they get to save a considerable amount. If you have up to 180 days of a SkillBridge internship, then there's a percentage that these guys or these companies can actually save on interning you. So it's a benefit for them. There's no obligation for that company to convert you to a W-2 employee, but they do offer you an interview, so that is a must happen, right? You have access to they have access to new and highly experienced talent, which a lot of the things that we do completely transitions over to civilian side, but it's just how do you explain that, right? But it does. And it's a patriotic act for local heroes, right? So a lot of companies want to do more for our veterans and for our transitioning service members. And they're like, how do we do that? And here's how. All right, determining the best career path for you, right? So you deserve a high salary and job satisfaction. We all do, right? We've fought for our nation. We've done our time in the military, and that time is now coming to a closure. Why shouldn't you have a salary, a good compensation for what you've done and what you're worth, right? And with that comes passion to make a difference, right? Because you bought into the company goals, right? You're getting paid your worth, and it brings that passion to make a difference and grow that company. And if you're unsure on what to do, you can still interview with that company to gain that experience and things of that nature. And what I would harp on is be confident. You have enormous value, like we talked about. So why not you? And it's okay to pivot to a non-MOS or for our Air Force people, AFSC career path. All right. It is okay to pivot to something completely different. I'd like to share this real quick. I'm a SkillBridge intern, right? My career in the Air Force was security forces. So I was a 3POX1, and I'm doing something completely different. But I know that I'll be successful because I have those key skills. Be flexible is what I'll ask of you, okay? When you're doing your internship and it's that first position, you may make less than the salary that you want initially, right? It's always hardest that first job that you get, but the opportunity that you're getting is gaining that experience so that you can pivot that into something better. All right. But what I would say, be tactful about it. Search the local area of where you're trying to skill bridge at or where you're trying to work at after SkillBridge and look at some of the local salaries for those specific positions. There's resources out there like Glassdoor, Indeed, things like that to help you get a better sight picture on what the salaries are into the job that you're trying to pivot into. And being open to relocate for more opportunities. The more you expand your cast a wider net will allow for more opportunities for you. Some pitfalls to avoid: starting late. And if you're starting less than 90 days thinking about SkillBridge, I would harp on you to join our talent network now so we can get to work on helping you and pivot you to make you marketable for SkillBridge, right? Applying the jobs above your skill set, right? So we have to be realistic. We have to think about what we do in the military, what you've done throughout your career, and be realistic about the skill sets that you bring to the table, all right? And it's good that if you have certifications to back that up. Requiring an inflated salary, all right? Like we said, that first job may be the hardest to land, but what you want to do is ensure that you look up Glassdoor and Indeed of those salaries and being able to be flexible on the salary, because that may be more marketable for the company that you want to be with. Lacking of marketable skills, get those certifications. All right. Being able to have certifications like CompTIA Security Plus, A Plus, Project Management, PMP is only going to pivot you to make you better and more marketable. And other pitfalls: not helping commanding officers. Like we talked about at the beginning, there's over 200,000 military members each year who are separating the military, right? And we say that less than that, I'm sure it is, are utilizing SkillBridge. And part of that is because of education. If you know this is something you want to do, communicate with your supervisor, communicate with your commander, so that they can get more warm and fuzzy, and so that, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the approving officials for you. And as I said, we create that video intro for you so that we can market you off to these companies. But what you want to do is it's a 7-second video so they get a snapshot of who you are. Bring that energy and bring that passion so that that's something else that is a skill for you and maybe a soft skill, but it's better than not having that passion or that energy. Other pitfalls to keep in mind: mediocre resumes. All right. If you don't have your resume ready right now, then it's okay. Join our talent network at www.7eagle.com and we can work on getting you that resume. Take advantage of your transitioning assistance program team, TAPS, at all of your local installations. They offer resume buildings. They offer interview skill techniques and things of that nature. And they also offer LinkedIn profile building. And for us veterans and military members, you get 1 year of premium LinkedIn for free. So keep that in mind. Another pitfall is having less than 90 days available to intern. It's more marketable to have more, right? And applying to jobs prematurely, right? Once you're applying to that job, they're going to want to see a resume and maybe even that LinkedIn profile. So being prepared to deliver those things to that hiring authority will make them more readily accessible to you and want to hire you. So now we're going to get into some of the questions. Does 7 Eagle Group guarantee me a SkillBridge internship? No, it's entirely between you and outside companies who will evaluate you. But what we do at 7 Eagle is we prepare you to be successful by pivoting you, creating that intro video, helping you along the way with your resume, getting your highlights so that companies can take a look and bite off. What will it cost me? Zero to you. It is completely free. 7 Eagle Group service is free for you. Hiring companies pay a fee if you're hired. But we never let that fee prevent you from landing a position. If we need to adjust and things of that nature, we will. At the end of the day, it's about getting you into a position that you want. Can I determine which company I intern with? Yes, you have full control. Like we said, we prepare you, we market you, and if a company wants to interview you, then that is okay. They will come and they will interview you, but you do not have to accept that. All right. But I would say it is competitive. There's a lot of others also applying for different opportunities too. So it's not only you. So that interview that you just had may be the only one, to be transparent, that wanted to interview you. So just keep that in mind. And be tactful. We will present you opportunities once hiring companies express interest. Is 7 Eagle Group my hiring company? No, we're essentially the middleman. We're a national recruiting group with over 40 plus recruiting managers that help other companies connect with SkillBridge interns. When will you send me a training plan and offer letter? So after your interview and the company wants to bite off on you, they want you on their team. They're gonna communicate that, and after you get hired, then we'll communicate with the company too to have that training plan and offer letter, because you're gonna need that to present to the education center so that they can sign off on your SkillBridge. You can send it up on the way to get your commander to sign off on it. Can I work remotely from home? Good question. That's up to the hiring company, right? But what I would say is if you open yourself up to be more flexible, to relocate, then I would say it's more of an opportunity to be able to have either remote, hybrid, or in-person position available for you, all right? More opportunities if you're willing to relocate. I've identified a company on my own that wants to hire me. Can I work there? Possibly, right? But what you have to keep in mind is that company already approved DoD SkillBridge partner, right? And if they're not, communicate with your 7 Eagle POC, and we'll do our best to make this happen for you. But what I would ask though, if you do have a company in mind, if you already have either the hiring manager or somebody in that pecking order that we can communicate with, it'll probably be a lot easier for us to help you with that. How can I increase my chances? Enroll in SkillBridge Talent Network today at www.7eagle.com and select a recruiting manager so that we can start working it. The sooner you do it, the better for you, because the company sees you as more marketable, the more time you have available for SkillBridge. Communicate with your commanding officer to give you that verbal approval, because at the end of the day, that SkillBridge package has to get signed off by them, okay? Improve your marketable skills. Take advantage of what the military offers you for certifications, such as COOL, such as the different routes you can take, PMP, CompTI, Security Plus, things of that nature. Take advantage of it. And that ties along with certifications, like we said. Can I explore opportunities on my own or talk to other recruiters? Of course, we do not require a contract. Do whatever is necessary to help yourself, to help your career. Because at the end of the day, whether you do a SkillBridge or not, your career is in your hands, and nobody else is going to look out for you as much as you are. So in closing, I want to say thank you for your time. Join our SkillBridge Talent Network at www.7eagle.com. And I'll play a quick video to show you the process. And if you have any questions for me, please shoot them in the chat. And after the video, what I'll do is answer any questions that I have.
Scalar 3, be advised. Avatar 2 is operating approximately 076 clicks in front of you. They've got the AO blanketed. Break. Stand by for new orders. Over.
Solid copy outside ground. Send it.
Are you getting ready to retire or ETS and interested in a rewarding and lucrative career? Now is the time to put your career on the fast track and put 7 Eagle Group in your corner. As an authorized DoD's SkillBridge program provider, 7 Eagle Group's career transition program can help you make a smooth transition from the military to a civilian tech company. This unique government-sponsored program gives you an opportunity to leave service up to 6 months early so that you can obtain the experience you need to land a high-paying and rewarding job. You will be placed in a duty-free status, yet continue to receive your government salary and full benefits while you work for your new company. It's truly a win-win. You obtain valuable career experience and a huge competitive edge at landing the job of your dreams, and the company gets to evaluate you in action before deciding to offer you a permanent position as a W-2 employee. Even if you don't remain with the company after SkillBridge, you'll now have valuable real work experience on your resume and a beefed up professional network of tech executives to help you land a permanent position. Here's why it makes sense to enroll in 7 Eagle Group's career transition program today. Our 7 Eagle Group team is laser focused at helping you identify the best career that meets your requirements. We're here to serve you, and all of our services are always free. We'll promote you aggressively to hundreds of hiring managers eager to hire top military talent with your skills and work experience. Our goal is to generate interest from multiple companies so you can have options and feel confident in the SkillBridge opportunity you ultimately select. Plus, we can help you improve your marketability and obtain CompTIA certifications like A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. Our process. Step 1, sign up. Complete our 10-minute application as soon as you determine you want to participate in SkillBridge. The more lead time you can give us, the better result you can expect. Anticipate a minimum of 2 months for our team to help you get permission from your commanding officer, file all the necessary government paperwork, and schedule your interviews. Step 2, promotion. First, we'll produce your secret weapon, a 2-minute video intro so your hiring managers can quickly learn about your military experience and why you are a superstar candidate. Next, we'll share your video and resume via email, direct mail, and phone with Chief Information Security Officers, CEOs, and HR directors at leading cyber and tech companies. Step 3, interview. Once there's mutual interest, we'll tell you all about the company, position requirements, and schedule your interview with their hiring team. While we can't guarantee your involvement with the 7 Eagle Group will result in a successful placement, that's entirely between you and the hiring companies, we can promise you that our team will do everything we can to help you achieve your career goal.